Make this bigger. What up, the doggies? I'll just turn on my lights. Okay, so let's grab all of these so far. Actually, I'm not gonna grab everything. I don't wanna end up ruining them. Okay. So these are just some of them out of, I think I have like 15 right now. Alright, so let's start with the top, one on the top. So one of my favorite vinyls is King Crimson's Lizard. I showed this last time, but yeah, it has some really fucking cool art though. It's one of their more experimental albums. When I mean experimental, how the fuck do I show this like this? Gotcha. It's more jazz oriented, and the songs that they have here are Circus, Indoor Games, Happy Family, Lady of Dancing Water, and Lizard, the 23-minute suite. I mean? I call it suite all the fucking time. But, yeah, that's one of my albums, so I'm gonna put this actually. So I'm gonna, and then here's the one I recently got yesterday. Amy Winehouse. Rest in peace, Amy. She was really something, man. So this is the one I wanted to get. And what's really cool is that the vinyl sleeve. Oh, I forgot to show the back. It's just a chalkboard layout. And yeah, the front again, back to black. And then here's the front. And so this is the sleeve itself. And the vinyl is on the top, which shows. Yeah, she OD'd on. So here's the vinyl. I want to pull it out. This shit's like fucking tight, man. So here's the vinyl. Yeah, it's a good vinyl. I like this one a lot. And then yeah, there's like these nice pictures of her in the back too. Yeah, like I said, rest in peace, Amy. Really was something, man. Really was something. Adele kinda is her predecessor. I mean successor. My bad. But she's more soft. Oh, I listen to a record. I have a record player. I'm gonna point to it over here, like literally like 2 feet away from me. But it's a shitty record player, to be honest. It's not the best. I prefer, like, I'm gonna get another one later on. So this is back to black. Back to black, not black to black. And then the third one, Miles Davis, In a Silent Way. I mentioned this on my Discord a few times. So I'm gonna get myself a record cleaner to clean these records. Yeah, that's the thing too. So the reason why I want these is really just like to hold them. But if I really want to, I do try to get. See if I can find them. There it is. I do get the CD version as well. So here's the In the Silent Way one. So I try to get CDs and the vinyl itself. Cause really what I like the most is the art. I mean, you get a bigger version of the art. Here's the back. So you get pretty much 2 improvs, one on one side and one on the other. And the record itself. This one's kind of a bitch to pull out, so I'm not gonna pull it out all the way. I'm not so much of an audiophile too, but yeah, you got the Columbia red label. And trust me, guys, if you really want some like good music to like do your homework and like work and shit, just listen to In a Silent Way, man. This is like literally something that you can listen to in the background. Yeah, 220k MP3 is fine. I honestly think that you may really need like a good audio to hear it in this case. And then we start with the King Crimson records that I have. I pretty much have like a lot of them. Starless and Bible Black, 1974, my bad, record. It's their improv album in the John Wetton era. And considering you know John Wetton, you'd probably know how good he is of a bass player. If you don't, I do recommend you listen to him. Inside is kind of like their design. Nothing all too special. It's like their stencils. This one's a very good album, though. I have their CD as well. Good background, good ink. I agree, 100%. So we got those albums, and now we get to the second parts. So we got a few more here. So we got Tool's Lateralus next. I prefer their regular album art, but you got the cool eyeballs that they kind of showcase in all their albums. Opens up more eyeballs. But what's really cool about this record is and you kind of, and as you collect these more records, you kind of can tell who manufactured records well. Like for example, King Crimson, they make some really good records. Like no skips, no nothing that I find. But what's cool about this one? Let's pull this shit out. I don't want to showcase it right now. I'm gonna show it to you guys when I pull this out. Is that these are vinyls with art in them. And then you got this is a double LP too, so you got this one, which is side A and side B, and you get side C and side D as well. But no, I haven't heard about that Strudel. Is that like an album? An artist, I assume? Oops. Careful. Yeah. I kind of don't want to take out the other one, but I'm gonna do it for you guys. I'm gonna actually put them here. So here's the one side, and here is another. So just grab this here, put this right here. No, actually I don't trust that. I have a feeling I'm fucking copy. I'm gonna showcase the art, the album, the vinyls with the art in them, basically. But I noticed this one has like some skips in it, which really disappointed me. Just a poorly made record, manufactured. I mean, whole thing on YouTube for free. Send me a link on Discord. I'll give it a listen, actually. Oh, that's fine. 6 hours is nothing. And here's the remaining parts. So you got the skeleton man, and the organ man. Otherwise, I would rather have some labels here to find out which is which, because it is kind of annoying to see which one is which side. But otherwise, it looks pretty cool though. No major complaints other than it skips quite a bit. So put that back. Oh, just put this shit in. Bruh, come on. Sticking your dick into a Cheerio. That's what AVGN would say. Cool. That's done. Another King Crimson album, In the Wake of Poseidon. Their second album after In the Court of Crimson King. This one I haven't listened to the most out of their old original albums. But from what I've heard, like cat food, and this is a big problem too. You can't see it obviously, but the lyrics are there, and it's very, very hard to read. So In the Wake of Poseidon, like I listened to Cat Food, In the Wake of Poseidon, Pictures of a City, Cascade, Candace and Cascade. That's a really good song. And Yeah, the Devil's Triangle I haven't listened to in the pieces. But pretty much, I'm not going to show these records, but all of them are the same with the same pink label. So, hopefully you guys can sort of forgive me for that. But here is a different album, a proggy album, Genesis Foxtrot. Really cool album. Especially Genesis with Peter Gabriel, it's really something, man. So, got this. Got the lyrics. My favorite song of this is obviously Supper's Ready. And Horizon is a very good instrumental piece. And Watchers of the Sky. But yeah. Genesis, I actually, there is some art in this one too. Let's see if I can pull out the label. Yeah, it's a little bit more interesting than the others. Same side on both sides. That's Genesis Foxtrot. And I will grab the rest of the records, which are pretty much just King Crimson records at this point. So we go to the first one. I know, I'm not going to put it here like I said. My second favorite album from King Crimson, Red. They're one of their most accessible albums, actually. Listen to Red, One More Red Nightmare, Red, Fallen Angel, One More Red Nightmare, Providence, and Starless. Starless is one of my favorite songs. Very good album. I recommend it to listen to anyone. And my favorite album of King Crimson and my favorite album of all time is In the Court. Yeah, I'll probably get copyright claim, but Fripperino, hope you forgive me. Really, really cool album art. I got this at their concert in 2017, my bad. And in the inside, you got the lyrics and this is the Crimson King and this is the Schizoid Man. So this album is hard to find on YouTube, but easily listen to on Spotify. It really is an experience, to say the least. And to wrap things up with my last, well, not my last two, because there is a box that I have with more vinyls. But here's Islands by King Crimson. Their concept art, this concept album, and this one's a little bit more hard to listen to, but I'm going to appreciate it a lot more. Especially the title track Islands and Sailor's Tale. Some of their best pieces right there. And the last King Crimson album, and the last album that I have as a standalone, is Larks, Tongue, and Aspic, another King Crimson album, which is the last of the first of the John Wetton era, and this is my third favorite album from them. So very, very cool album, very, very cool. And here's a pink label. It all literally looks like this. Nothing's interesting. But oh well, I care about the music more than the record design itself. But the art is something very, very special. But yeah, that is all my records. I do have I showed this to you on the last stream. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna show you my CDs. So I got a few CDs as well. Actually, I'll show you all my CD collections. Just fucking why not? I'm just gonna try to avoid showing the live albums. Okay. Another set of stacks here. Okay, and the last two bits here. So we'll start off with the coolest one. We'll start off with Tool's Fear Inoculum, released last year. What's really cool about this is... Nice, I obviously dropped a lot of stuff here. Let me find a code as well. Yeah, here's the download code. And so I kind of want to show this side first. So you got the out art. So what's really cool about Tool's art is it's really cool. Like Alex Gray did a really good job with this shit. But there's a reason why I think this is the coolest art. And if you show this side, and I hope you don't hear that, but let me. So in the middle, there is a visual screen. I'm not sure if you can see that, and there's sound coming from it too. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Actually, you know what? Let me turn off the lights. Yeah, man, this is really hard to see. So, okay. Yeah, it's yeah, you can see it from here. You can hear the noise. And it comes with a charging cable and everything. That is the best way to show it because it goes very fucking bright. The album's okay in my book. I like some songs, some I don't. I think the Tool did kind of fall off in this album. This cost me $60. It's a limited edition one, so that's to take into effect. We can probably find it for cheaper though. And this just loops for 2 times. It's really cool. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but no, they can't sell it for 5. And there's like a pause, play button. There is a volume down, volume up button. This is definitely one of the coolest CDs. This part is very bright, so unfortunately I can't show you guys that. And my webcam's a pile of shit anyways, so you gotta deal with it. But yeah, it's very cool. I honestly, if there's a way, I would try to keep this playing at all times. Have like a little altar of it. But yeah, that's definitely hands down the coolest album art package I've ever seen in my life. I don't think anything tops that one. Too bad the music is not that great, but oh well, it is to be expected. So let's have a discard pile right here, right in front of me. So the second one I recently just got, and I hoped, yeah, I think the disc is kind of damaged because of shipping, unfortunately, or the case itself. But this is the Hybrid Theory EP. I have the record of this in the Linkin Park box set, which I actually wanted to show you. This EP has 2 versions. There is the original version in 1999. So before they got famous, they made this to send it to the record labels, and they only made 1,000 of these, the original ones. Then they re-released it in 2001. They made a lot of them. This is the re-release. The big difference is it's quite noticeable here. The inside would have a little text dialogue box here that the original does not have, and the credits are a little bit different. It is credited to, let's see, I don't know if you guys can see, but it says produced by Mike Shinoda. In the original, it says produced by Hybrid Theory, which was this is what they called Linkin Park back then. So the interesting thing about these is the price. I got this for almost $200. Believe it or not, this shit goes for a fucking ton. But the originals, it goes for 1,000 to 2,000 Canadian. That is so fucked. And the thing is too, if you're interested in getting these, you gotta watch out for the fakes too, because there's a lot of fakes out there. No, it's an EP. It's literally 6 fucking songs. Collector's edition. I love this album though. This EP is fucking amazing. Definitely, hands down, Linkin Park's best shit that they put in here. Because if you look at here, my other CDs, consumerism. But I actually got this for cheaper. These guys were selling it for $600. But I needed this. I needed this. If I would get any CD, it'd be this one. So this shit I jammed to fucking a lot, man. And I had like the shitty like MP3 files on them. And it was so bad, dude. But now I actually have good audio to listen to, so there's that. And I also like the art too. Ew, it can get definitely out of hand, bro. Thankfully, like I said, this is cheap. This is the cheapest option I got. And this is a legit version too. I checked it over. I made sure if it was a fake or not. And it looks good, so I have no complaints. Linkin Park Meteora. This is when Linkin Park started to... So here's the problem with Linkin Park, I find. So let's not talk about Reanimation, but these two albums especially. So these guys, people, when they say they like Linkin Park, they either like this one or they like this one. Now, the problem is that I feel like they stopped becoming a band at this point, and it becomes Chester and Co, essentially, as the band itself. So, I mean, just it speaks for itself in the back here, bro. Chester's right in the fucking highlight, bro. Chester's right in the fucking front, bro. Warner Brothers was literally selling out Chester, not in a bad way. They were literally pushing this guy to be in the spotlight. Because in this, there's only two. So out of 6 songs, only 2 of them represent the traditional Linkin Park formula: Mike rapping, Chester singing chorus, Mike rapping, Chester singing chorus again, bridge of Chester or Mike, depending on who, and obviously chorus off with Chester. But there's only 2 of these songs, and there's 2 songs in here that Mike raps completely, and there is one that Chester takes a bigger role in. So it's it's kind of more like a band, and plus I'd say the instrumentals here are more refined compared to these. So yeah, but yeah, otherwise I would say that these 2 are a downgrade compared to this. So I have those 2, and then Reanimation is the remix of Hybrid Theory. It's not so bad. I feel like it's more in the roots of this. So I like it. It's an enjoyable listen. Some may say it's not the best, but it's a fucking remix album. What do you expect? So let's go back to Tool. So yeah, I only have the 3 Tool albums before I got Fear Inoculum. How sick is that disc? Oh, it's pretty sick, I'd say. It's pretty cool. So we come back to Tool. So we got Anathema. Not Anathema, wow. I'm thinking of Hitman now. Aenima and Aenima, I fucking don't know how you say it, man. But there you got this one. I don't know if you guys can see it. But it has a little cool effect. It's one of those scratchy covers which gives off an effect of the eyes moving. I don't know if you guys can see that. I see it here, so I don't know if you guys can see it. And then you can do the same thing with like other images here, which is based on a dead comedian, Bill Hicks. That's his name. Hey, that sounded good. Yeah, it's really cool. Otherwise, this kind of sucks because there's no like track listing. I guess they wanted to hide because there's so many goddamn fillers in this album. Good album, but too many fucking fillers, man. Tool's Lateralus. So you think it's boring, but then you take this shit off. Like, this shit's like, it's fucking pointless. And then you got the record that I just showed you, the vinyl record here. And what's cool about this, it kind of like shows the human anatomy here. I feel like at this point, Maynard does kind of go pretentious with his lyrics, but otherwise, the first like 2/3 of this album is very fucking good. So you got the Muscle Man. Then you remove that, you got the eye removed. You got the Muscle Man. It keeps going down and down and down. It's hard to tell. It's this shit's like very like hard to bold. And the final one is the background. So that's the Lateralus one. Okay, my brother's snoring. That's cool. Okay, just ignore the snoring, guys. And at 1,000 days, it's kind of, this is when they kind of go downhill, but it comes with the magnifying glass. Put this shit down. can't really tell because these things look like shit if you don't like look into it. Actually, you can actually see it really well, but it does magnify it. And if you don't look at it without it, look at it within, it magnifies the stuff. I had to clean these recently. It was like stuck in my drawer for a while. And then the other arts, it's kind of cool. I mean, it's not a bad album. I prefer this though over Fear Inoculum though. Like I showed you, Miles Davis in a Silent Way, great album. In the Wake of Poseidon, I have the CD of it too. Same with Foxtrot, Genesis, Starless and Bible Black, 40th anniversary. I showed this last time. Larks, King Crimson's Larks, King Crimson's Red, and then In the Court of the Crimson King, 50th anniversary. Right here. So let me just put this shit back. I got the CD a while back, the Michael Jackson 25th anniversary. Thriller's a good fucking album. Can't deny that, man. Thriller's a really good album. Has this is the 20th anniversary, 25th anniversary. So you got like Beat It, you got like the pretty much the top hits, bro. So this is like a good top hits album, if you ask me. I'll take it. Wu-Tang Clan, the only and the one rap album I will collect. It does I can kind of oddly enough I can kind of compare it to. I was raised in like a shitty neighborhood, so a lot of this stuff does. I mean, I don't interfere in any crime and drugs and shit like that, but I can compare it to them. Then we got System of a Down, my System of a Down collection, Mesmerize and Hypnotize, double album, folds out like this. One CD here, one CD there, so on and so forth. I talked about this last time, so I won't go into it. Got Steal This Album, System of a Down, Toxicity, System of a Down, System of a Down debut, one of my favorites. And finally, we got the last two Linkin Park albums, which I seem to be missing one of the CDs for. 1,000 Suns, the concept album. People either like or dislike this album. I kind of like it. I won't lie. But yeah. And finally, Minutes to Midnight, Linkin Park. My first actually album I bought ever. So this does hold a special place in my heart. But unfortunately, I open it and it's fucking broken. So I gotta live with this. But I'll keep this forever though. It's not a bad album though. I'd say that out of all the songs I like here, the only ones that I kind of disregard is like some from the second half. So after No More Sorrow, like Valentine's Day, In Between, and The Little Things Give You Away. I don't like those three songs as much. But this album is pretty good. I think it's one of their best. But yeah, that is my audio collection. I'm gonna just show my box set. I'm not gonna actually open it, but I do have Linkin Park's 25th anniversary box set of Hybrid Theory. It comes with Hybrid Theory vinyls and the alternate art CDs. It also comes with Reanimation, and last but not least, it does finally come with a vinyl of this, which was never released as a vinyl. So I got this, and I got a vinyl of this, which is very, very cool. This album this album will be one of my cherished in my heart. So it's not the best album. It's obviously not the best lyrically and musically, I'd say. But it's pretty fucking good, I'd say. So let me just put these away now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the old albums. Put them in a pile of my own, and my new albums together. But yeah, hopefully you guys like the CD. I know a lot of people left, but I really love this stuff, man.